As an international student, you knew it would be hard to get a Tier 2 visa in the UK. If you look around your university class, only a few of you will stay and work in the UK. Just 2% on average. We know one of the biggest problems that you face as an international student is getting a job with Tier 2 sponsorship. All too often, we see students leave their applications too late, apply for jobs that don't sponsor, or go without professional support and advice, which leads to an uninspiring return home empty-handed. So we want to give you the best chance for success by telling you who the UK's biggest Tier 2 sponsors are and how you can secure a job with them so that you can join that 2%. Before we start, let's smash 3 common myths we know thousands of students like you still believe that are holding you back from your dream job. Myth 1. But can't I only work in the field that I studied? Whether you studied maths, psychology, fashion, or anthropology, you do not need to be limited to only applying for jobs in the field you studied. Your chances are already heavily reduced due to a harsh immigration climate. Don't cut them further by giving yourself an impossible task. As long as you have a 2-1 or 60% on your bachelor's degree, and you can speak a good level of business English, you can apply for most jobs in professional services, regardless of your academic background. Myth 2. I'm not experienced enough to work in the professional services industry. You don't need to be. Unlike investment banking, where it is advantageous to have some professional experience, in the professional services you don't need any. They will take you and train you from scratch, sponsoring you to study for a globally recognized qualification like the ACA, Association of Chartered Accountants, or the CTA, Chartered Tax Accountants. You just need to be a good team player, not to be afraid of numbers, and have a willingness to learn. And myth 3. I can apply when I finish my studies. Wrong. If you wondered when you should start applying for jobs, the time is now. Remember, applications will close at least 4 months before the start date so that your visa may be processed. So if you begin to apply by the time you finish your studies in June or September, you may be too late. The key is to manage your time effectively and set aside 10 to 20 minutes a day for your applications and preparation. So what are the professional services? You may not have heard of them, but they are a crucial part of the UK economy. They account for 15% of UK GDP and 14% of UK employment. They provide a wide range of services to businesses of all sizes in the UK and abroad. These are split into 4 main divisions. Audit, examining a company's accounts and records to ensure compliance and safeguard for fraud. Tax, help with direct and indirect tax affairs, planning and strategy of companies and individuals. Advisory, a wide variety of consulting services from management to business and legal. And deals, provide due diligence, advisory, and third-party checks for business acquisitions and mergers. The big 4 companies are PwC, Deloitte, KPMG, and EY. And there are other major players such as BDO, Accenture, and Grant Thornton. These companies provide 31% of the top graduate jobs in the UK. That's 16 times more jobs than consumer goods, 10 times as many jobs in media, and twice as many than investment banking. In fact, there are more jobs in the professional service industry than these industries combined. So it's no surprise that they are among the UK's biggest Tier 2 sponsors. Starting salaries are great too, and there is a real opportunity for progression. Analysts can expect to earn around £25,000 to £30,000 a year. Associates or consultants with 3 years experience earn on average £50,000 a year in London, growing to £60,000 for senior positions in these roles. Principals and senior managers can earn from £75,000 to £95,000 a year, and equity directors or partners with a minimum of 15 years experience may earn around £200,000 a year. So how do you get started? There's no denying that the immigration system in the UK is challenging. But if you thought it was impossible, you wouldn't be here. You are the best of the best. Career Interactive has provided advice, consulting, and coaching services to thousands of international students for years. Our analysis and help is based on our innovative technology, statistics, and up-to-date data. If you want to know what steps to take now to make your dream a reality, then join thousands of others just like you and contact Career Interactive. Email your CV to hr@careerinteractive.org with the header Tier 2, and one of our consultants will contact you to arrange a time for a free telephone consultation. You too can become part of the 2% that makes it.